This is one of two videos that's probably going to be uploaded back to back of two replays that's happened. Oh wait, Anywhere Games. Ugh, I hate that plugin. Let me just turn off Overwolf. So I feel like I have the impetus to say this every time I cast. Exhaust on Tom. Oh god, okay, that's a good start. Yeah, I feel like I have to say this every time I cast a replay. I don't like casting replays. Even though I've never seen the game. Looks like we know who the worst player in this game is. Oh god. So I don't like casting replays. I know how long the game lasts. I know who wins. And that's enough of a spoiler for me to kind of take away the enjoyment. So I preferred casting live games way more. Unfortunately, this game happened like 3 or 4 a.m. and I just sleep like a normal person, so I couldn't catch this game live. But I was told that this game is a banger. And speaking of a banger, here we go. This Diana has nowhere to go. Nautilus is just gonna take the first blood. I have no idea why she cornered herself like that. So that's gonna be kill number 1 going over to the blue team. And apparently there were 2 games happened back to back that were somewhat exciting, and I was asked to cast them. Well, not asked to cast them. I was like, oh, someone just told me, hey, you should take a look at them. So here I am, taking a look at them. And this is going to be one of the 2. This will be the first of the 2. I'll probably give this exact same speech on the second one as well. But I know how long this game lasts. I know who wins. For the most part, that's already enough to kind of take away my enjoyment of a game. I do like it when games are a little bit more unpredictable, especially at the end. However, tiniest spoiler alert, these 2 games are very long. Given the standard of the average game time nowadays, these are very, very long games. So I will expect some back and forth actions happen. So that by default makes it already pretty exciting. The Nocturne mid here gonna get pretty heavily chunked out by the Ari to start the game. And here we have the Exhaust Vayne top, and then Nocturne gets set on fire. So that means he has to leave. So Ari was the recent patch. Basically getting Essence Theft back over Vastalian Grace on her passive and getting a movement speed buff on her W. I will say made her very powerful. She is definitely one of the winners of this most recent patch. Although I have yet to actually see one in action in mid lane. She is traditionally one of those pretty strong champions. I have no idea what the Vayne was trying to accomplish. There is no way you can kill from that health with 1 auto. That's going to be flash traded for flash. I don't think the Ornn necessarily needed to flash. He's not actually going to die to that. The Vayne doesn't get punished here. Although, actually, speaking of not getting punished, she's taking a fair bit of minion aggro, dropping really low on the top lane there. Has to be really careful. But in this kind of matchup, Ornn actually doesn't hate it necessarily. Obviously, the early laning phase is going to be pretty miserable, but you are more useful than the top lane once you get your items in a row. Oh no, the Nocturne going to get solo kill here by the Ari, but the Nautilus down bot is going to flash in, going to root up the Braum, and the damage is being traded in. Tristana's going to get this kill. Senna will stun the Tristana, but not in time. And the Braum will be killed off. The Ari will charm up the Hecarim. She's out of mana. She has nowhere to go, and Hecarim will clean up the kill. Now the Senna. She's being chased down. Tristana has Q and E, I believe. She doesn't have Rocket Jump, which means she can't close the gap for this kill. But now Nautilus is going to get a beautiful point-blank hook, stalling out the Senna just enough. And meanwhile, top lane Ornn going in for a really ill-advised trade here. I don't like the Ornn starting Thorn's Shield, especially in this matchup. I would honestly so much rather Ornn go out of the gate with a refill. Just a refill, and you have 350 gold in your bag, and then when you kill a few minions, you craft Thorn's Shield in lane. It gives you more longevity in lane as opposed to just 1 health potion. It probably allows you to lane a little bit better, because against Vayne you're not going to be doing early farming anyway. You will have the time to just sit back and craft it, and you have more HP in lane to work with. But she is going to solo kill the Ornn here, but doesn't really matter here for the Vayne. I guess the Nautilus was right. Guess we do know who the worst player on this team is. How do you lane against Ornn, who's basically AFK at his tower, and still be tied in CS? I get that Ornn shoved in a huge wave, but I'd expect this Vayne to at least be out farming the Triss. Like, come on. But so far, Hecarim's definitely the best farmer in this game by a pretty long shot. Out farming the Diana jungle. Not the fastest jungler, But this CS graph is really weird to look at, where the jungler is just miles further than everybody else. Nocturne is still sitting on single-digit CS at 5 minutes into the game. Ahri is not the best lane matchup, but what are these CS scores actually? 13 on Ornn, 14 on Ahri? I don't understand why these CS scores are this low. This is a gold elo game. How is it this low? Nautilus is gonna go in for a hook. He's gonna try to make a play happen. It's not necessarily been that action-packed. It's not like nobody has any time to farm because they were just fighting all game long. That's definitely not the case. Vayne says in all chat. Either her A key broke or that is code for something else. Vayne is gonna get ganked out by the Diana. She is out trading the Diana here, but the Ornn, here he comes! Beautifully timed QE combo, and there's the Brittle. There's the super dead Vayne. Blue team slays the Cloud Drake. So it doesn't even matter that Vayne died up top. Oh, I can't say that. Good thing I have profanity. That's a rare flame. Calling somebody talentless. Like, that hurts more than just straight up swearing at them. Talentless. That is raw. That is like, you can feel the raw emotion there. You're talentless. You're not worthy of laning against me. And in a way, he is right. The Vayne is definitely not even winning this matchup. She's not... Well, she's playing the lane all wrong. She's not really leveraging her range advantage and, you know, her ridiculous damage on silver bolts in lane to push the Ornn away. He's actually just free farming? Oh god, this wave management from Vayne is horrible. And they're now tied in CS, which means that when the lane gets to this state, and you're a tank going up against Vayne top, and you tied in CS, you have won the lane. The even state is considered to be when you're behind, but now he is not behind. And Diana's still sitting up top. Let's see how the exhaust Vayne is gonna pay off here. Oh, another knock-up. The Vayne gets caught. She's so far overextended. Diana's only level 4. She gets condemned backwards. But now the Vayne pops the final hour. She needs to make this kill happen. She does make this kill happen. Diana's so low level. She's not going to succeed in this gank. And they were out of mana, which means he cannot brawl out with the Vayne. She makes that kill happen for herself. But Ornn does have the Bramble Vest complete. So that will stave off Vayne's lane aggression quite a bit. The Grievous Wounds is not something you want to deal with early on. There it is. It actually cuts her lifesteal, so if she's just passively lifestealing back to a sustain, she shouldn't be attacking into the Ornn. Ahri's gonna pop the Spirit Rush, and there's the Paranoia. Double ultimates committed, but the trade is gonna be a 1-for-1. Hecarim will die. What is that Ornn charge angle? Oh, he's still gonna get the kill though because it's Ornn. Oh, he didn't deserve that. Talentless. Oh, that's what he was saying. Well, it was censored the first time around. Although he seems very proud of the kill that he's just pulled off because, you know, he missed everything, but he's Ornn. Talet, says the Nautilus. Haha, he is funny. I will admit, like, if nothing else, talentless is a pretty funny insult. I'll give that to Vayne. It's a pretty funny insult. I wouldn't necessarily say it's bad. I think it's actually cuts pretty deep, depending on who you talk to, because it's one of those rare insults that sometimes probably hurts more than outright flaming someone. Vayne pops final hour, but absolutely cannot find her auto attack key on the right target, but the Ornn might just be dead anyway, and there's a Silver Bolt's hit. He is far too overextended, stayed in the lane for way too long with no mana. Ahri's gonna try to run away, but the double flash here from mid lane, and the Nocturne is gonna get it flash traded for flash, and Ahri will drop dead. Very good patience from the Hecarim, biding time on his E so not to kick the Ahri away. After Ahri flash, he respawns by walking above her before doing the kickback. That really sealed her fate. The Nocturne is pretty strong right now, 3-1-1, Tiamat done. Still about a 2-fold minion waves behind his CS, and oh, this hurts. Oh, as a top laner, this hurts my soul. He's gonna lose all of this. Ooh. See, this is why I don't overstay. I don't know why the Ornn overstay was basically no mana. He was trying to push out the wave. But if you're a top tank, you have no mana, you can't wave clear, so you just reset. You risk the lane stay because this will happen to you if you get punished. And Ornn just watches as like that had to be like 400 gold worth of minions just evaporate. Blue team is going to respawn with the Rift Herald. So far they're up to a really good start in this game. It's 10 minutes in. Oh, and there's the Ornn. He's gonna sound the Ornn horn. And there is the ramp coming in. He needs to get a hit down. The slow is there. The knockup is there. He procced exactly 0 brittles. The Diana has arrived in lane. No brittle means no dead Vayne until the Diana comes in for a cleanup. But that is gonna be a double kill for the Vayne regardless. She will die. But she walks away with the double. Ahri is here in lane as well. The Orb of Deception will try to get some wave clear done. That's not gonna be enough. Can I get... Okay, Riot, I need your profanity filter to actually work here. I cannot say that. You know I cannot say that. Is this why I was told to cast this? It's because people are typing stuff like this? Is this game not a banger to begin with? It is actually looking to be a pretty one-sided game so far. It is 11 minutes in, 13-5. Ornn's salty about getting camped, but I don't know. We should say Talit. Lol. Now obviously you can see here the Vayne's insulting skills just as Apter's skills in lane. It's about equal. Ornn is gonna channel a teleport to mid lane to try to fight the Vayne with no ulti up. My god. Yes, Vayne ulted. Ornn, what did you expect? Did you think she will not do anything when you TP in front of her face with no skills up? What? Well then, the Vayne has transitioned to mid lane. Ahri will land the GLP with the augment, and she misses the easiest charm of all time. And that is gonna be red team whiffing out on 1 kill. Essentially the entire map on the top side is just on fire. Talit? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, well, for one, I think it's pretty clear. I'm rooting for neither top laner. Ornn is way too toxic. And I just don't like main top players as a top player. I can normally contain a Vayne top as a top laner who plays tanks a lot, but I hate the experience. It's just not fun. You'll probably win if you play even halfway decent, unlike the Ornn. But it just doesn't feel fun at all. Like, you feel so powerless in lane. And now the Vayne probably snowballed a little bit too much for the Ornn's liking. She's actually finally realizing her laning potential, and there's a Paranoia going for a turn, but the Charm is going to shut down the dash right away. The Nocturne cannot get damage off. And there it is. Impure Fool, says the Vayne. But who is the fool here? She is going to get charmed up. The Aura Horn is sounded. What the heck? Can this Aura hit a Brittle? It's only like half the damage on your kit, more than half. Okay, what the heck? Oh, that hurts my soul. I don't think he was intending to kick it in that direction, because it was straight up being kicked into a wall as opposed to the river brush. He must have missed. He must have misangled it. But how do you mess that up this badly? Like, you kicked it in a completely wrong way that you don't intended to kick it to. Nautilus is going to go for a 1v2. He gets set on fire, which means that his 1v2 is right out. But here comes the Tristana. Hero rocket jump coming in. She's flashing forward. The detonation on the charger. It is enough to kill off the Senna, which means that the Braum is completely alone. Triss gets a reset, but no more damage. The Braum will just make his way out. Triss is pretty 5. Talit 1-5. Yeah, there you go, 1-5. Well, I'll be fair to the Vayne, he does deserve to go 1-5 in this lane. Honestly, his Worm play has just been absolutely horrendous. Especially that 1v1 top before everybody came to crash a party, where Ornn managed, out of the 4 ways to apply Brittle there, he procced 0 of them. And then complained about getting camped, which it was entirely his own mechanical mistake that he didn't kill the Vayne there. And then he had the audacity to complain about getting camped. Like, that is just scapegoating for your poor play, and the Nocturne easily cleans up house at mid with 2. Tristana's gonna try to gun down the Nautilus, going the whole way, but Nautilus, he's so tanky. He gets the heal from the Tristana as well. The Braum procs the grasp. Wait, Braum has grasp. Oh my god, Braum has grasp. I'm not sure if Guardian would have saved this. Okay, Guardian would have probably saved the Senna on multiple occasions. Probably not there specifically. But I can't believe it. He has grasp. He has grasp over Guardian. Oh, that's unbelievable. 15 minutes in, blue team is so very far ahead. It's not even funny. Senna, I truly don't know how that hook hits you. He apologizes for Riot's lollipopping mechanic. I've seen some BS lollipops in my day. Some of them get posted to Reddit and whatnot. That one wasn't too BS. That one was just blind luck. Well, at least he's honest about it. At least he's honest about it. Although I will say, from the few glimpses I've had of bot lane this game, Nautilus is a pretty good player. Not hitbox, everybody. That is true. That is very true. Nautilus hitbox is very wonky. Although from the few glances I had at bot lane, Nautilus is playing very well this game, so he should be proud of himself. Ahri's gonna Spirit Rush over. She will keep her life. And Vayne's not gonna go on the chase. But you can see Nautilus is very cordial towards his enemy. Now 16 minutes in, blue team is going to go and take the Herald number 2. And this is one of the few times where I think back to LS yelling at AA teams for 4-man taking a Herald. It's a very inefficient play. All the jungle camps are still up. And they're throwing 4-man onto an objective that somebody can just solo. What is their fascination with 4-manning Herald as if it was Baron or something? Someone can just go and solo it. Everybody else can just go farm. There's no reason to throw that many people onto one Herald. But right now, blue team is a little bit too ahead. I don't think red team is actually in a position to punish this at all, so it's fine that they make really inefficient plays. It's definitely not optimal, but it's not necessarily going to be punishing for them. Diana's going to get picked off first, and here's the Ornhorn. He can't miss this one! He doesn't miss this one, but unfortunately the rest of his team just can't follow up. GLP will be dropped, dodging the anchor just barely, and that's going to be the first body down from blue team. But Braum is going to die on the side as well. Ornn is very low. He's going to be taken out. Senna Stunning Shadow doing absolutely no damage, but the charm! It lands on the Vayne, and Ahri finds a beautiful pickoff, and that means red team actually comes out even in this fight. Wait, more than even! The Ahri, she's making the plays. She needs one more hit on the Trist. She gets it. That's 800 gold. Ahri's uncontested. Nautilus is alone, and that's an ace coming out from red team. A beautiful turnaround. And Ornn finds the impetus to trash talk yet again, even though he did nothing that fight. He contributed nothing, and he is now trash talking again because Vayne died. Not because of his own, like, not, oh my god. What this guy was talking about, as you can clearly see here, the Vayne player is experiencing a stroke and has lost all functions in proper grammatical structure. Tristana says no clue. I think she meant the Vayne, not the Ornn. And there it is. 1, 6, and 5. These Ornn just building wrong, by the way. I just so naturally assumed he transitioned to Sunfires. What is this Swarm Mail first BS? What elo are you? What the heck? Boris is eating well today. What am I casting? It's 18 minutes into the game, and now red team, thanks to that ace, I think they found a footing somewhat back into the game. Obviously they're still really behind, but now they have a player that they can actually play through. The game can be carried through Ahri. She's 2 levels above the Triss here. There's a genuine chance for them now. Depth charge is going to get dropped onto the Ahri, so Ahri has taken out the fight for now. The Ornn rams the horn in, but because he built all wrong, he's the squishiest Ornn I've ever seen in my life off one item. They do still get the tower and picks off the Nautilus. And now red team Oh, this might be the sign of life that they've been clasping at. A long distance charm and the Orb of Deception. It will be saved by the Tristana heal, and here comes the Vayne. She's gonna solo mission in. Moonfall will be killed off before Diana can complete it. Vayne will trade into Diana 1-for-1, and the Warren, he is alive for now. He gets the double kill. He's feeling it now. He's tripled his number of kills in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, he doesn't understand the concept of masterworking items and how Forge Fire Cape is just the single most broken item in the game, and also finish the most ineffective armor item in the game. There's a reason people don't finish Thornmail. It is a garbage tank item for the amount of gold that it costs. He's building Frozen Fist next. No, that's not. Okay, he's building a Ruby Crystal. But why does he have Glacial? Why? What is... If you want CDR, build Abyssal Mask. It's the same. And if you want armor, get Sunfires. There's a reason why Sunfires into Abyssal is core on Ornn. Those two Masterwork items are just bonkers broken. This infuriates me to look at. And unfortunately, the Vayne, too busy farming champions, not enough time farming creeps. She's gonna walk face first into a Senna, so that's a pretty dead Senna. Yeah, the flash is not enough to save her, but she does get charmed up. The Braum lands a hit. Both of them back away from her for a split second, but there it is. Ahri gets the kill regardless. 10-6-6. She's really strong. They can carry through her unless she got caught right here. Paranoia comes in. Science goes down. More and more blue team house members are coming in, and now Ahri might have nowhere to run. She's gonna try to kite it out. The Foxfire speed might be enough here. GLP is slow as well. Oh my god, she's actually gonna make it out. Blue team, they can't make this chase happen. The charm is gonna cancel the charge. The ignite. One more hit. Oh my god, she kills off the Hecarim. Wow, that is a 1 versus 4 chase situation, and she makes it count. Diana's gonna come in as well. The Moonfall onto 2. The burst damages there. Blue Smite finishes it off. She's gonna kill off the Triss, flashing forward, breaking the tether from the Nocturne, but there's not enough. The Ram, it comes over. Ornn? That is a 2000 ping. Brain ping lag right there. Completely missing the bonk on the sheep, but there it is regardless. Red team. Oh, blue team has just thrown the game. Red team's back in it. They are back in it. Vayne is gonna use her sweepers, trying to cancel the winner. Kill the word, kill the word, kill the word. Make sure they can't get to that blue word. Oh, it's too late. And that's gonna be red team securing their first objective this game. Literally. First dragon. They didn't take a herald. I don't know if towers count as objectives. If it does, we'll say second objective. But that's the first dragon and neutral objective they take in all game. It's 22.5 minutes in. Never too late to start, huh? Ahri is gonna come in for the Tristana. It's easy pickings. She does miss Orbs of Deception, compensating with Spirit Rush. Gets that solo kill regardless. Triss wanders up a little bit too far to make the kill happen. Hecarim comes in a little bit too late, and now blue team, they're getting picked off. One by one, they're getting picked off. They're now disorganized. Red team, well, to be honest, neither team has a working game plan, but hey. Paranoia is gonna come down. Ahri might get caught here again. She needs to proc the blast cone. It is not enough time. She will get killed off here, and that might be disaster. But a moonfall! Oh my god, that damage is massive. The Aura Horn gets sounded once again a little bit too late, and that's gonna be 3 bodies down the ground for 2. Barely anybody from red team participating, but blue team, they're just inviting themselves to get wombo comboed every time with these heavy clumps. Diana, I think she might be back in the game as well. She's carrying a bounty on her head. She's got Death Cap done. That's a solid amount of burst coming out onto red, all of blue team. They're just kind of throwing bodies at them. Unfortunately for red team though, blue team still has a gold lead. Somehow, by like the grace of God. After throwing 3 consecutive fights, they have not lost the lead yet. Although they have definitely lost the momentum. You can kind of tell that blue team are just kind of opting into increasingly horrible fights. And it's not good for your health when you keep doing that, you know? Now let's check back in our good old trash talker Ornn, who is, I don't know, I'm trying to think of some neat insults, but I can't. I can just look at his inventory, like screenshot this inventory and send it to anybody and they just lose their minds. The fact that the level 13 Ornn has 0 masterwork stun, even on himself, is a thing of beauty. He's obviously not high enough level to masterwork anybody else. He needs to be level 14 for that. But at level 13, 2 of your items get masterworked, and he's got 0 masterworks. He needs to go for the reverse ram. He does get it, but he takes too long doing it, and the Senna is already dead. The Hecarim is going to be next on the chopping block on a beautiful move out from the red team, and they're cleaning house here. It's a 4-for-1 so far. Triss is the only survivor. I will not be surprised if somebody from blue team is throwing up a surrender vote at this moment in time. The Ahri is so incredibly strong. They definitely made that team fight happen, and the Ornn, probably way too undeservedly, finds a way back into this game. He's not level 14 yet. I'm keeping a look at his levels. And there it is. I think that this is an easy inhibitor from red team. Yeah, they catch a Triss here as well, so that's going to be highly uncontested inhibitor take. Ahri makes the pick happen. Tristana lingers a little bit too long. Ornn hits level 14. He crafts Forge Fire Cape. Thank Christ. Okay, now just get your Abyssal Mask. Actually, no, you don't need Abyssal Mask. It's all AD. Get your Frozen Fist. Get your Frozen Fist. The fact that you finished Stormmail is a goddamn travesty. I'm so curious what he's gonna do. So he could actually upgrade the death cap on Diana, and I think right now, yeah, that is exactly what he's gonna do. It is the best and probably only good upgrade so far, because for some reason Braum builds Abyssal Mask into full AD. For the life of me, I don't know why. So I guess there's like a low elo theory that goes on, right? Because Abyssal Mask has the aura that shreds, not shreds MR, but like amplifies magic damage intake. And Braum takes one look at his team. It's like, oh, I have Diana wombo combo and I have Ahri, so maybe I should make the enemies take more AP damage. So he builds Abyssal Mask into full AD. This is the same line of thought as Amundo building Spirit Visage against full AD, because I heal all the time. Even though there is a concept of, you know, effective health and building to defend is more valuable than building for a passive, because building for raw stats gives you more effective HP to work with. Now that was a really explosive team fight. They do catch out the Ahri, but it's a pretty expensive catch from Ornn. TP's top lane! Okay. So first of all, I owe this team fight a proper explanation. Well, a proper casting. So let's rewind. Yeah, Dragon's up. Who cares? Okay, Ornn's gonna miss the charge into the wall. Ahri's gonna go for a charm, but here's the depth charge. She is gonna get knocked up here. And now the Hecarim going in. He kicks the Ornn back. A beautiful engage here from the Onslaught of Shadows. The Ornn Horn gonna get a super brief knockback onto the front line. And the Nocturne dives into the back. Ahri's gonna be killed off where she stands. She has no Zayas up to protect herself. But the rest of red team is coming in for the reinforcements. When you get to this stage of the game is over. End down mid. End through mid. I saw this TP. I rightfully assumed Ornn was TPing to that super. But no, he all-chasts by Vayne and then goes top lane, killing off his entire team chance for this push. And now they can't do this push. They can't land tower damage. Vayne recalled. It's a 2v3 in the base. Diana has the ultimate, and you can't kill towers or through the game. Ornn throws the game and trash talks the whole way through it. Vayne's gonna be hooked up. She has to cleanse out. She paused the final hour for absolutely no reason. And she's gonna flash in the Vayne spotting counter. It's going up. Diana going for the turn. The single moonfall. She eviscerates the Vayne where she stands. Hecarim next on the chopping block. Why is this game not over yet? Ornn just left. He's like, no, I don't want to win the game. He just left. He went to kill Vayne. He has like he's just bounty on her head. He has a personal vendetta against her. They had this game. They should have just won it right here, but no, no. It can never be that simple. Okay, Orin, if you want to redeem yourself, you hit level 15, and you upgrade Zhonya's on Ahri. Just give her Zhonya's Paradox, give her 75 armor, make sure she doesn't get insta-gipped by the Nocturne, and you've done your job. It's over. And Senna building no items that can fit or an upgrade. In this case, I do actually recommend, like, even Youmuu's Wraith Blade when it's upgraded. Even Youmuu's Wraith Blade would have been pretty good. And by the way, I'm just gonna lodge a minor complaint at the fact that Youmuu's Ghost Blade upgrades to Youmuu's Wraith Blade, because that actually breaks the reference. I'll explain it later, but here come the Vayne is gonna go for a 1v1. She is gonna try to QSS something, but not gonna get the kill. Ahri is gonna Zayas and kill off the Vayne. So that's a 1-for-1. So Youmuu's Wraith Blade. Youmuu's Ghost Blade is a reference to Touhou. Youmuu is half ghost, half human. She has 2 swords. One sword is made by humans, one sword is made by ghosts. Which is why there are cherry petals on the splash art of the Youmuu's Ghost Blade, because it is a direct reference to Youmuu. But Youmuu doesn't deal with Wraith. The concept of Wraith is foreign to the Touhou universe. So Youmuu's Wraith Blade actually does break the reference a little bit, and I'm not even sure if you're going by lore or flavor, Wraith is not necessarily a power level above Ghost. Because Youmuu is a very powerful swordswoman. So I'm not sure if like Youmuu's Wraith Blade is supposed to be an upgrade and it kills a reference and it breaks the immersion. It's just a very weird naming. I'm not even sure what the masterwork item would be. Like, you could straight up go full reference and just call the sword by its actual name instead of the Ghost Blade. But I'm not even sure if that would be a good thing. You could call it Youmuu's Rukanken and then nobody would get the reference. And you can't call it like Youmuu's Human Blade either, because that also makes no sense. They're 2 separate swords. The siege is going to come down, but the Rom gets caught out a little bit. He walks up a little bit too far trying to hit the inhibitor, and a beautiful depth charge cancelling out the Oran Horn. He cannot ram it back, and there we go. Zarya's Paradox. It is in fact built on the Ahri, but she's gonna get hooked in. No, it's the Diana. She goes for the moonfall. It hits 3. The exhaust cuts down most of her damage, and now a team fight breaks out in the base. It is absolute bedlam here, but red team are dropping like flies because there was a beautiful flame coming out from the Nocturne and the Hecarim, disrupting the team fight just enough for the Vayne to come pop in. And there is a beautiful faux ace. 5 for 1. Just the Nautilus dead. That started out such an amazing catch onto the Diana. She just cannot get all of her damage down in time. And that's a pretty big wash here for red team. Blue team actually made it happen. They actually won a team fight in their own base. They made the disruption happen. They made the catch happen. Everything good happened. Now Vayne and Nocturne are gonna try to kill off this Baron. Hecarim's gonna join them. Oh no, Nocturne, get out! Okay. He's out. He is out. And that's gonna be Baron buff going over to blue team, and Triss is gonna come over here and kill off the tower as well. Everything's coming up roses. I think red team just counters through, which is a shame. I think like they worked so hard to get to where they are now, and that one bad team fight gave Baron over to blue team, and that's a pretty huge setback. Because now once again blue team can push. And red team really needs to take fights on their own terms. They have so much engage. They have Oranhorn, they have Braum, they have Ahri pick off. They have a very strong engaged core. If they find someone, it's over. But with Baron, the issue might get forced on them. Although right now, blue team, they don't actually seem too interested in contesting the push down mid. Bot takes too long to set up. Red team's already knocking at your door. You need to fight this. And you need to fight them straight up. You can't fight them in the choke or in the jungle. That is asking to die against red team. They cash out the Diana. Oh, the moonfall is there. She doesn't have Zion's. The stopwatch wasn't used in time. She gets CC before she can pop it. That's a very pivotal catch. 2 fights in a row now. Diana gets killed off too fast before she can do damage. Red team, they have to call off their push. Baron naturally gets pinged by Nautilus because I don't know why. Was he trying to tell him to push with Baron? And once again, the Horn does not get knocked back. And the Hecarim dives way too deep in the back and he's going to be killed off. Nautilus is going to spider knot his way out. The dragon fight is happening. Why are you going for this? You're Baron. Force him to get off dragon. You can just push. Push him off dragon by pushing a lane. Oh, Nocturne, he's gonna go for the contest. There's no jungler. This is a 50-50. Nocturne, he needs to come in. He steals it. Ocean Soul goes over to blue team. Oh, rookie mistake, not securing full vision. XD, says the Nautilus, and now blue team has the soul. Probably really undeserved, but blue team has the soul. Great steal by the Nocturne, but still, probably really undeserved. Warren says, I'll wait. He's waiting to finish his second masterwork item, which is a frozen heart! He didn't build Iceborne. He... What? Oh my god. Frozen Face is 110 armor! No, it's not 110 armor, I think. Wait, how much armor is it? No, it's like 90 armor. But the Frozen Fist is so good. Compared to freaking... What the hell is Frozen Heart gonna do? Oh my... Oh, he's getting Catalyst! He's getting Abyssal Mask! Oh no, the Ruby Crystal was a Catalyst! Oh, oh my god. I don't know. This guy hurts me on a physical, metaphysical level. He hurts me. Braun's gonna get caught up here. The explosive charge is gonna go up. The sheep gets caught back by the... It's a sheep now. It's not even a ram. It gets demoted to a sheep. Oh god. Moonfall doesn't drop in time. Diana's gonna die, and the team fight breaks out. Hecarim's gonna die in the back, but the rest of the tank core from red team is melting, and the Ornn is gonna be killed off. Gee, I wonder why. And the Wayne's gonna kill Assassin a little bit too early. She gets hit by the charm and set on fire. Dawning Shadow is enough for the kill. Ari will get that kill, and the Triss overdives as well. And suddenly, all of the carries on blue team just died. Like, oh my, they all died. Ocean Soul doesn't make you bulletproof. Neither does Frozen Heart on the Ornn. Okay. Why are you getting Abyssal Mask, Ornn? Like, why? I'm so confused. And Senna's building no masterwork items either. Like, I'm not saying like get Eye Edge on Senna, but I'm saying get something. Get Youmuu's. Also, why does Braum have Spirit Visage? Huh? What's this team? Why do you have Spirit Visage? What are you Spirit Visaging against? Rocket jump damage? Like, what the heck is this? What? Okay, you see that gold lead and how it's evenly tied? It's not. Red team is like 8,000 gold behind because they're wasting their gold on items that do nothing for them. What the frick is this Visage doing? Explain to me your thought process of looking at Vayne, Hecarim, Tristana, Nocturne, and building Mask into Visage, into Frozen Heart. He may as well only have a Frozen Heart. He could build like a giant spell and the Frozen Heart and be exactly as tanky as he is now. Yeah, or it's getting Abyssal Mask. Like, I don't know. See, if Ari was gonna get Death Cap, you might hold out on the upgrade, but I do think Paradox is the right upgrade in this case. Cause it's full AD. If you build even marginally right, red team don't lose this game. Or be in this position. Well, if Warren doesn't TP top, they don't lose this game. They're gonna lose this game now. Because they don't have Baron anymore. They're gonna have Soul. Dawning Shadow doesn't hurt Baron, you dummy. I'm losing my patience with you people. What is that Senna ult for? Senna ult doesn't damage objectives. It doesn't damage neutrals. What are you hoping to do? Hoping that Baron takes them all to 50 health and they just all line up for a pentakill? There it is, Infernal Mask. Oh yeah, Brock gets the upgrade. Yeah, he did it. Look at the beautiful 100 MR to defend against all of Nautilus's Riptide Burst. 39 minutes in. Oh my god, Boris is gonna eat well tonight. Well, there were several things. I do think the Orange shouldn't have teleported top when he could have just ended the game straight up if he stayed with the team. Even Arch had to buy Vayne like he was making the right play or something. Oh, it's so tilting. And also, like, I don't know why Red Team's tank line has such a fascination with MR items and non-Masterwork armor items against full AD. If either Braum or not necessarily both of them, if either of them had any inkling on how to build correctly, I don't think he would be this squishy. Or can survive hell of a long time against full AD. I don't know. Now Red Team's just getting full routed, so that's the end of the game. GG gets called. It's just a Braum left who has 2 MR items. Talit, Vayne says. For the first time in 40 minutes, I agree with her. Ornn is a very talented player. And Blue Team takes the win. They may not have deserved it. Top thrash. I'll just end it at that.